Oh, hey. Yes. Secret stream. I don't expect anybody to watch. Um, Shoot, Greg Meat's probably streaming right now. Likely. Although if he is, it's not showing up on my thing, so. Alright. Secret stream number 8. Live. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm posting this in like 2 or 3 places. Um, yeah, so I'm setting things up. I'm gonna go ahead and post. Somebody can find my Twitter, I guess. Stream 8. Still doing some editing. And pop this open. I don't expect anybody to be watching, so that's okay. Okay, and all super secret stream means is it means I'm not pasting it everywhere. I decided I'd go ahead and post it to my Twitter profile to anybody that's actually following me, which I got a few followers, but I don't know if anybody's really actually looking at it. Jeez, that sounds good. Um, yeah, so I am I'm actually doing some editing, so I just decided, okay, let's look at the queue real quick. Complete it. Which one is this? 23. I still have 24 and 25 to do, but this will have to wait till tomorrow, I think. Clear completed jobs. Oh, good. This is completed. That means that over here, there are these. 17th and the 18th. So, let's go. Just give me a quick sec. 17th and 18th, that's this one. Rename. We'll see. Escape. Go back over to here. Create new folder. V. That. Here. Um, Videos. And so 10 items selected. Cut. Oh, sorry. This is actually what I'm doing here. Where is... Oh, it's over here. Okay. It should be over here somewhere. That. Okay. So I'm pretty much the only one watching me. I am watching me. And we want to paste this, right? Paste. There we go. And let's go to data stack and let's check out 23. And there are 10 items in there. Am I right? Containing 10 items. I like the fact that this is descriptive over here. I guess I'll have to deal with 24 and even 25 like tomorrow maybe. So I'll copy over. Yeah, okay. Or yeah, maybe yeah, actually maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow. Let's just go ahead and close that. And yes. Okay. So with super secret stream number 8, I don't advertise everywhere basically. So yeah. So anybody that just wants to pop in, which is cool, but otherwise I don't expect it. So and all I'm doing is for anybody that decides to watch the stream afterwards, I just I gotta continue on with this. Let's see. I guess I was removing right. Oh, it looks like I was getting close to that. Oh, that's right. I was like 1 second. Is it 1 second? Yeah, it was 1 second. 1 second intervals. Here, actually, let's put this back on. So, hey Matt, how's it going tonight? Here on the east coast of the U.S., it's 9:54 p.m. I don't know how long I'll be on. So, and all I usually mean by super secret stream is just I don't advertise it everywhere. I don't post it on all the discords and all the things. I did post it to X tonight. I did post it in Blender and then game designers. Um, there, and of course I just put my name. So in any case, all I'm doing, I'm still trying to catch up on my editing. Uh, then I'll occasionally do the super secret streams as it moves me, as I feel like it or whatever. When I'm all caught up, then some of them will actually be game development streams, just so I can get a leg up. But right now, I got to finish doing these, and this is actually the number. This is actually number 20. That's right. I got 19 done. I'm trying to work on 20. And let's see some here. This is also the last. Oh, that's right. Because like I'm just kind of giving an example of like what I did that on that update. So this is actually like 11 minutes. So I'm gonna cut it down to like I don't know, like 6 minutes or something, six or 7 minutes or somewhere around there. I'm just gonna take out like random chunks and like kind of stick them together, so it just shows me like boop 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 like that. And then this last clip is actually uh, me actually saying what I did, but there's a lot of silence, and it's actually I don't know, it's like 3 or 4 minutes or something. It's kind of long, so I decided I need to remove the silence, and then I possibly need to actually speed it up. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, you can continue doing what you're doing, pop in or put it on the background or whatever. It's cool. This is stuff that's got to be done, and I decided I'd just go ahead and stream it because just so I can have like content out there, you know. Anyways, thanks for joining. Okay, so right here. Okay, so and then I don't know if you're interested at all in what I'm doing here. If you're even actually watching, or if you're just listening. But simply removing the silences on some of this. and some of the more like bigger silences that I can get out of it, and so that's pretty easy. It doesn't really have a ripple editing feature. They got something called snapping or something. This is Blender Video Sequence Editor, and so what I do is I delete them, and then you can actually do a thing where it actually shifts everything over and closes the gaps as long as you don't have anything below or above it that's inside the gap. And so that's what I'm doing here right now. Two up, two up. Okay, and that and that. There we go, and then we close up the gaps. And some of these are a little too small for me to actually. Oh, darn it. Okay. So, yeah, might just leave you on in the background. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, it's nothing too exciting anyways. It's just something I got to get done, and yeah. And actually, I don't know if leaving it on in the background might just give me extra like watch time, even if you didn't actually watch it. So that actually is still fine with me. So it's fine if you have it on in the background. I'll try not to be so silent though. I don't really have a problem with being silent though, but I'll try to actually at least keep it lively so that you have something to listen to a little bit. Anyways, I'm almost done with this clip, and then like I said, the other ones I'm just gonna pick random like minutes out of it and just like stitch them together, kind of run on. Depending on how this turns out, if I get it down to enough, if I get it down to like two in between, yeah. If I get it down in between 2 and 3 minutes, then I won't need to speed it up. I'll just basically um, I'll just use it as is, and then I can actually get 20 done tonight, which is pretty good. I've got I got five. Let's see, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I got five of those ones, and then last week will actually make it 25. So I actually have six more videos to edit. Six more videos, including this, I should say. Okay, so here we go. Okay, that's just nothing. It's nothingness. Okay. Okay, so wait a second. Oh, actually, here, let's remove. There we go. I can actually delete all of this. This is good here. Okay. Yeah, so my I don't know if you probably already know this already, but my game the point in my game right now, I got the kind of the events listed down that are gonna turn into like rooms. Like it's a room, how do I say it? A room object, right? In code basically. So it's a scene. In this case, they're pages in the choose your own adventure kind of style game. And I have 133, and I was actually using Grok to actually split it up into scene switches, so I didn't have to do a lot of it manually. and I got up to like page 50, up to page 50, I think. And so I have to continue to keep looking through the list to make sure that it's divided correctly. Really, I'm still doing the work, but it helps. I think it helps some things. To they're gonna just okay. And that extra audio is audio. I got the desktop audio on so that I can hear. Sometimes when I go through, when I play through some of the stuff, I can actually hear the audio, but they don't. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, removed from them basically. Okay, and almost there. Okay, this one, delete, page down, backspace, and then let's move it all the way to here. It's slow. Okay. Anyways, so after I get the this list figured out, then I actually start some redot code, and basically I'll like I said I'll in stream earlier today is I'll have to actually manually create these rooms, and basically what I'll have to do is um I'll have to copy over the scene file for one of the rooms. Then I'll have to fill in the description text. Then I'll have to put in the choice. And I think I'm just doing it by key. They're just strings, so it's like still a number key. So like later on, when I do like a parser, it can actually use those to like go different places or whatever. But so I have to do the key, I have to do the destination, I have to make sure that it has a door to the next choice, to the next thing. And so it's yeah, for 160, I'll say 160, maybe 160 to 180 different pages. That'll get kind of tedious and slow. So if I can find a way of automating it, maybe I can get Grok or Chat GPT or something to actually write the file out for me. I'm not sure how to do the text and then get it out as an actual file because I'm not sure. Even though the like okay, so Redot is based on Godot, so it's actually still Godot, and so they're the same kind of scene files. And even though they're supposed to be human readable, I don't know for sure if uh, there's an in there. Okay, but I don't know for sure um if you can create as like text file. Like, could I manually create the scene files and load them in as scene files, or do I have to do some special deal to make it like binary? A few more things. Okay, so I think I'm getting close here. In fact, I know I'm getting close because it was just under 15 minutes. So, and that also means though that I didn't three. It also means that I didn't actually remove as much as I would have hoped. So I'll have to see here. Three. Okay. Okay. Let's just scroll it right along. And we're almost done there. So, okay. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to do this here. I was just deleting them as I go, but that actually takes a little while. Back into a lot of the stuff back into Act. All right. sometimes I make these non-committal noises and I can't tell if they're actual words until I actually listen to them. So, okay. Oh, I got 3 watching now. I would actually technically it's 2 because I'm pretty sure the one is myself. But cool. Thanks, who's ever listening or watching or listening or watching, whatever. Uh, okay, let's just. I already messed this up by okay. Act 2 and 1. So okay. So yeah. So don't misunderstand. Super secret stream doesn't mean it's actually secret. It just means 1. Um. So that it means I'm just not openly advertising it every single place that I do with my normal streams. And then this also means that I can come in at any time I want. Um, anyways, that's all I got. Okay, anyways, that's all I got. Okay. And that will, whoops. It's deleted a whole end here. Let's go ahead and, this is kind of weird. It's like there isn't, that's weird. It's like it doesn't have audio at the end or something. It's like dark. Dark usually means that audio is missing or something. But this is just a line, so I don't know if that is just because it's the end or something. I don't know. Anyways, doesn't matter. It's gone. Like history is gone. Okay. So I'll have to look at and see if that made it small enough. So let's. Okay, 1439 and 1103. Still not good enough. It's like 336. So I'm gonna have to actually play it now, which means you'll actually hear the audio of the from the clip. So I'll have to yeah. So I'll have to play it and then I'll have to see if like any extra Oz and stuff. So let's check that out. Okay, so what I got done today is mostly I was talking. Okay. It's always good to have that I can remove. ChatGPT about how many screens are in a typical adventure game and a text adventure and that average. Okay, average about 120 in a graphic adventure. Maybe a little bit less. Wait a second. There's an extra in there. Yep. Graphic adventure. And what's this? I can't even tell what I said there. Let's crank this up a little bit for me. I'm just cranking up my own audio in a graphic adventure. 120 in a graphic adventure. Oh, that's because I got kind of duplicate words here. I guess I got to zoom in a little bit more. So K, and we can delete that. Graphic adventure. Maybe a little. Be right there, I guess. Maybe a little bit less. Okay, that will actually be okay. A little bit less for text adventures, and then I was talking about rebalancing the act structure since there wasn't that many. I can actually remove this D here. Things in Act 3. It was only like 30 lines, which is about 60 double spaced, whereas there are at least a. Yep. So I'm going to be removing a lot of. Wait a second. I'm removing a lot of my uhs here, and ums in here. There are at least 100 double spaced in Act 1, and there was almost 300 double spaced in. No, almost 200 double spaced. Wait a second. 100 to 300 is 200. So 200. So Act 3 and 2 are about where they're supposed to be, and Act 3 was less. It was 6. Yep. There's another and these are just I do this an awful lot when I'm speaking over a stream. I say and like way a lot. And if you're wondering why I keep on looking to the side, I think I'm doing it there. I gotta find a way of not saying ums so much, you know. But there we go again. Anyways, if you're wondering why I'm looking to the side, it's because I'm looking at the YouTube tab I have open on my other monitor. Was less. It was 60. After looking at Red and Kurt's stories, I decided to put them starting in Act 3, and this kind of elevated Act Three's length to be about right. Now, there isn't a lot of interplay. All of this up here. Here. Now, there isn't a lot of interplay. Now, there isn't. Let's see if I can cut this out. Now, there isn't a lot of interplay. All of this up. Okay, I can delete that. Up here is just about Kurt and let me see. It's just about Kurt and Red. So I'm not really trying to edit out my. I'm not trying to edit out my errors so much. I'm just when I do the it's like a habit and or whatever because when I'm trying to talk, I'm trying to fill the space. And so sometimes I don't have something to fill the space with, so my mind automatically switches to trying to fill it in with something. Anyways, so that's kind of an important thing. I didn't necessarily get all their backstories in there, but okay, let's do something here. Let's take this. Let's move it a little bit so there's a gap here. So that way I can take this and extend it a little bit so it doesn't end too abruptly. Let's see how that sounds. I didn't necessarily get all the. It's kind of an important thing. I didn't necessarily get. Okay. There we go. That'll be alright, I guess. Necessarily get all their backstories in there, but I did get their main stories in there. And so I still have to work on, while I don't necessarily need to add more to pad on to Act 3, I'm going to add some more battle things to Act 3. And then I'm going to try to see if I can shift some stuff around to put some. Yeah, there you go. And usually the waveform looks the same. It looks like kind of a surrounded hump. And sometimes when I say it has a sharp drop off. Some of this other stuff back in Act 1 and 2, and then we can see where we go from there, and then I can streamline and stuff. So I did get a few things done. Here's what I added specifically to Act 3. Max finds out John, and this is probably right here. Some of them are kind of run-on sounding, so. Max finds out John and Roland and most of the slaves were rescued by Hubert, which is what was already there. Max pulls Scarlet Red Clover out of hiding and asks her to go and conscript the werewolves into his service. Red tells the werewolves, led by Rottweiler, that they might be rid of their curse, so they join Max's army. Kurt, Rottweiler's second in command, goes to meet with Violet after remembering their rivalry. And it looks like here I'm not going to be able to edit much out because I'm doing this like a straight reading without any extra stuff in there. She agrees to help him with the leader of the pack if Kurt eliminates Red. The werewolves tell Red they want proof and goes and gets Max, who probably gets rid of the curse for a few of them. The werewolves, led by Rottweiler, throw Red into a hut in disgust. Kurt comes back to discuss the possibility of joining Max's army after he agrees. After they bring Red out, she goes back to Max with a positive answer as Kurt and several others audibly dissent. On her way back to the werewolf village, Kurt jumps out of the bushes and then tumbles back into the forest. Kurt then takes Red's riding hood back to Violet. Kurt then reveals Red was promising to remove their curses, and that he didn't want that. He asks Violet to enhance it. Violet agrees if he steals the totem of leadership and brings it to her because she claims it will bind the pack to him. When he gets back, I guess I'll leave that into Rottweiler's hut and starts to grab the totem. sometimes the words, like I said, are kind of run on, so I'll leave an or something in there when it does that. Thorin, Rottweiler's third in command, stops Kurt from getting the totem. After a fight, Kurt takes the totem back to Violet, and she casts a spell which visibly alters Kurt and his pack. Kurt returns to the village and takes his place as the leader. And of course, they decide. See, that's right there. They decide to. They're gonna decide to go ahead. Wait a second. It's the leader, and of course they decide to. They're gonna decide. Okay, so let's take some of these out because some of these are like double words. So let's put that there. Delete. Leader, and of course they're gonna decide to go ahead and join Max's army anyways, but they're not going to have the curse removed from them. Basically. So there's some setting I'm doing there. They're gonna decide to go ahead and join Max's army anyways, but they're not going to have the curse removed. But they don't. Okay, let's take they just out right now. Actually, let's do something here. I was gonna remove the gaps afterwards, but let's just take his place as the leader. And of course, they're gonna decide to go ahead and join Max's army anyways, but they're not going to have. Anyways, but they're not going to have the curse removed from them, basically. So that's pretty much all I did today. I did get some things done, made some progress. It's slow progress, but it's still progress. And then on Monday, I should be able to start finishing up adding a few more things. A lot of the progress, but it's still progress. And then on Monday. All right, we'll cut that out. Actually, we'll just do this here. On Monday, I should be able to start finishing up adding probably there. So there and there. Finishing up adding a few more things. And this is I need to remove a few more things into Act 3. If it's too long, if it's okay, right there. Move that. If it's too long, I'll push a lot of the stuff. Too long, I'll push a lot of the stuff back. Wait a second, is this run on? Too long, I'll push. Okay. This is. Gotta take this out too. There. If it's too long, I'll push a lot of the stuff back into Act 2 and to Act 1 so that it balances out. Anyways, that's all I got. Anyways, let's take this anyways out. Because I don't need it. There's not a lot of here. Control S. And probably just got a few seconds there. Gotta go for now. Take care. Yep. Take it easy, Matt. Let's see what we got here. Alright, just me watching now. Interesting. Alrighty. 1426. That did not remove a whole lot, did it? All right. So what I got done today is mostly I was talking with ChatGPT about how many screens, about okay. BT about how many screens are in a typical adventure game and a text adventure, and that averaging about 120 in a graphic adventure, maybe a little bit less for text adventures. And then I was talking about rebalancing the act structure since there wasn't that many things in Act 3. It was only like 30 in Act 3. Act. Okay, I can remove that. This isn't going to really help anything though. It's just going to streamline it a little bit. In Act 3, it was only like 30 lines, which is about 60 double spaced, whereas there are at least 100 double spaced in Act 1, and there was almost 300 double spaced in, no, almost 200 double spaced. Wait a second. 100 to 300 is 200. So 200, so Act 3 and 2 are about where they're supposed to be. In Act 3, here, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can chop some stuff off the end a little bit. Let's go up here. Made some progress. It's slow progress, but it's still progress. And then on Monday, I should... Let's just cut it there. That's pretty much all I did today. I did get some things done, made some progress. It's slow progress, but it's still progress. And then I'm going to cut it off at the and then part here. I did get some things done, made some progress. It's slow progress, but it's still progress. Okay, 14. 14. It's about 3 minutes. I guess 3 minutes will be all right. So let's see how that shapes up over here. For the for the update. Anyways, Kurt remembers a rivalry between Red and Violet, so he seeks out Violet to ask her to help him become leader of the pack, which he agrees if he eliminates Red. Okay, midpoint. Okay. All right, so let's just do it this ways. I'm going to cut it here. And I'm going to start out aggressive. And I'm going to do about 1 minute. Let's see if I can do 5 minutes, 5 separate occasions. So 242. There. And do it there. delete that, and this is 336, and let's give it a little bit more. 436, but I can go a little bit more than that. We'll try right there. That's 2. I only need 3 more. Shoot, let's try, I guess, let's try an extra 2 minutes. Okay. 5:13 to 6. I'll say to 6:30. Okay, how about there? Okay. Take this, we'll delete that. 1, 2, 3, and then we just need 2 more. Let's go ahead and go backwards. So right here. Okay. We'll delete this. And what did that say? 10:30, 10:32. Let's go to 9:30. Let's go to about 9. Here, we'll do this. That. And then that's 4, and then we need 1 more. So I need the kind of the chunkiest point. Oh, I don't have a chunky points in here anymore. So this is 6:45. Where is 7:45? Here. Oh, shoot, just let's do it like, oh, do it like this, I guess. So that I'll still edit the silence out of a few of these, but it won't be as big of a deal. So, all right, that's a total of 10:30. I can actually even live with that, but I am going to go ahead and chop these down a little bit. That's about a minute. That's okay. And actually, let's just do something here. 5. It's actually 4 seconds. Let's try 2 seconds, and we'll leave it like that. Well, let's not do that. You know what? This first one, I don't care if it does have big spaces. We are going to. We might modify that. I don't know. I'll have to decide in a sec here. But wait a second here. Okay, so let's do the thing. Let's actually take this and where's the snap? That. Take this down. So, make sure everything is good. Okay, good. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually, I'm going to probably just take a few things out of a few of these, I think. We'll see. Okay. $5:43.50. That's almost 2 minutes. That's all right, actually. Okay. And let's just cut these out and see how small it gets first. This is 350. 450, that's about a minute. And this is 521. That's about 30 seconds more. Okay. So let's go ahead and remove a few more of these. I have to do a whole lot, but I'm going to remove a few. It's acting like there's no proxy on this thing, but whatever, I guess. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Okay. I don't know why it's having such a hard time here. Okay, right, this is a single strip. Okay, I get it. And all I'm doing here is talking to myself, which is quite all right, but these are impromptu streams, so I guess I shouldn't get too well, I'm not really worried. I'm not really um that annoyed or whatever. And actually, I shouldn't be too surprised either. Okay. Should actually be pretty good as far as how much it actually removed. Oh, okay. Let's see about deleting these and closing the gaps. And let's see what we got here. So we're at 350 again, and now we're at 450, or approximately 450, and that's fine. I can leave those in. This one is, let's see, page down. Oh, I probably have too many deals here. Okay, page down 218, page up 350. So 20 or 30 seconds, and actually there it looks like there's plenty of room here for improvement. So let's get some of these bigger sides out. Just the big gaps. Just a lot of gap editing, mostly. Okay, let's delete those gaps first. And let's go back over here. Okay, so 218, 327. Okay. Let's see, there's at least one more gap we can take out. And we've got 324. Let's take two of these semi-bigger gaps out. And we'll do it till we have just about a minute here. And we'll actually do this one over here too. Okay. Okay, so we got 218, and we got just about right. These are actually pretty large gaps over here. I'll leave those in. I don't care. Knocks him out with a spear handle. He then grabs the totem, totem of leadership and returns to Violet. Okay, and let's see something here. I need to check something. 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Uh, climax. She, Violet, creates. Yeah, honestly, I almost could have just went ahead instead of trying to chop stuff out. I could have just deleted a lot of these silences. Of course, it would take forever, and I don't want to take that long. Cast a spell on Kurt with the totem. With the totem. While holding the totem. While holding the totem of leadership. Okay, I'll keep it to a minute, and then we'll see afterwards if okay, let's come over here. That's okay, so that's 218 and that's 105. So I don't even have to pull that much out of here. Okay, let's pick out some of the biggest first. I might see. I might actually I forget what I'm trying to say. Delete. And let's take out this one too. And let's see what we got here. One 5, 202. Okay, that's about right. And then this is about right already. And then this one. Okay. 33 to 4. Yeah, that's about right. This is the kind of long one. This is 401, 528. So this is about a minute and a half. Is that right? Minute and a half. And actually, this is one where there's not a lot of spaces I can cut out of this. It's like 30 seconds. There is one thing I can do though to this. I got a reaction about posting my streams in a thread on GameDev.tv without incurring the wrath of the mods. Yeah, so actually in here, do I want to do that? Looks like I'll have to, I think. Just do that, and we're going to cut off. Actually, let's just delete that. For 1 to 518. Okay, so let's just cut a few choice places here. And we'll see here. That doesn't seem like actually very much, so. Still at 4. We're still at about 4, and yeah, it's not too bad, I don't think. All right, so we'll just hit down backspace, and we're gonna get 9 now. Okay, let's just expand this out just a little bit, and let's see if I can't take out a few things out of the middle here. Ain't gonna be very large, but at least here. All right, delete, 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 delete. I'm just trying to shave it to where I can keep this down to about a minute. What time is it? Okay. What? All right. This is like not even a second here. Like I'm trying to shave little bits here and there, and hopefully, yeah, let's see what we got here. Okay, that's actually a good one I can remove. This one looks like I can probably remove a little bit out of here too. And honestly, I'll probably listen to it too, so there might be some ums, ahs, some extra stuff I can just kind of chunk out, hopefully. Okay. So let's just delete a few of those. And let's go ahead and get this one too. It's a little one, but every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. Okay. I guess here, let's see here. Let's just move this back a little bit. Like anyway. This is army anyway. Okay. I guess that's kind of okay. Not great. But it seemed like all I could cut out of here. And maybe I shouldn't have been that aggressive on here because... okay, so these are about right, right? Okay. Now it's not quite 8, but it's just above 8. And maybe I can go ahead and... here. So let's zoom this in enough to cut some of this extra stuff out. Of course, it's going to make it shorter, which is kind of okay. I've been going on the shorter side here a little bit anyways. So that should be not a big deal. Okay. Now let's do this one. And try this here. And I want to take a chance. Okay, I guess I'll take a chance. All right, let's see what we have after we delete these pieces. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Here, we'll go over here. We'll cut this out too. And I don't know. We'll cut this out a little bit too, and do these two. And then I should be done with this. And then I'll listen to it a little bit for flow. So there's not a bunch of ums or repeats or stuttering here. Okay, S. And that's it, I guess. All right. Okay, so let's just run that part. Kurt returns to the pack, to the village, whatever. Just in time to participate in the discussion about joining Max's army in order to have the curse removed. Okay. Kermit eliminates Red and brings back the proof in the form of her riding hood to Violet. Okay, that should be removed. And then he mentions, yep, there's an other. I can delete that. And then he mentions the talk of eliminating the curse. But since he likes the curse. Okay, so we're going to delete that here. Kurt returns to the pack, to the village, whatever, just in time to yeah, let's take that 2 out too. So now I'm just editing for flow. It's gonna make it shorter though. In the discussion about joining Max's army in order to have the curse removed. Kermit eliminates Red and brings back the proof in the form of her riding hood to Violet. And then he mentions, mentions the talk of eliminating the curse. All right. Let's just go along here. Kurt. Okay, so we gotta take out some of these silences first before actually doing it for flow. Okay. Delete. Go ahead and delete 2 more here. Like so. Delete those. And let's see how. Okay. Kurt reluctantly agrees and heads back to the village. Plot point 2. Kurt manages to confront. I don't know if he's. We're going to take that out. I don't know if he steals or if he confronts it. He's more likely to steal. Kurt. Alright, let's take this out. Kurt pretends to agree with. That's a short up. That's interesting. But, whoops. But it's an actual up, so what I can do is remove that. Pretends to finally cut that out. Finally decide to agree with Rottweiler. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of ums in here and uhs in here, so whatever. And when he's not looking, delete that. Yeah, that'd be kind of gruesome, so I'm gonna have to use something like he knocks him over the head or something. Kurt pretends to finally agree with Rottweiler when he's not looking. Yeah, that'd be kind of gruesome, so I'm gonna have to use something like he knocks him over the head or something. Alright, we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off too. And then we're gonna go back over here. That 43 to 121. 40, so it's 40 seconds. That's kind of okay, I guess. Now we'll do the same thing in here. We'll remove some of the bigger. Okay, so let's go ahead and select all these there. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove some of the bigger gaps. Or what I determined to be bigger gaps anyways. So that way, okay. I'll probably have to eliminate some more gaps in here, but we're going to do this first. Delete, delete. Delete, delete, delete. Delete. And are there any more that I can... I want to just leave it like this and then just check it for flow right now. All right. 126 and 220. It's still a minute, which is fine. Knocks him out with a spear handle. He then grabs the totem of leadership and returns to Violet. Okay. And let's see something here. I need to check something. 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Uh, climax. Climax. Okay, climax. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna delete all of this stuff out of here. Climax. Violet, creates. Okay, I'm gonna have to take that out. Yeah, this is making this small too. So this is all gonna be like super short now. Which I guess, I guess that's what happens, right? Violet casts a spell on Kurt with the totem, with the totem, while holding the totem, of leadership. Okay, that is perfect. As far as the flow goes, that's perfect. I'll leave it. Let's see where we at. We're in the third one, so the fourth one. We'll have the fourth, and we'll have the fifth. This I'm going to expand a little bit extra. So, and we're going to go ahead and, okay, wait, and, okay, that's all right. Actually, more imposing. Violet, then, okay, let's do something here. Let's actually, cut it there. Actually, let's cut all these out. Violet then hands the totem back. And doesn't Tell him that the totem bounds him and his wolves. Okay, let's here. I'm not gonna remove a lot of stuff out of here, but we're gonna do a little bit here. Wolves to her resolution. This we're deleting. Kurt comes back and okay, we need the and in there, I guess. Okay, that's just the key hitting. And take this out and claims leadership along with the take that out. Okay, Kurt comes back and claims leadership with totem in hand and tells them that they're going to remain this way in enhanced form. I guess he can just come back and claim leadership. Okay, that sounds good. All right, let's go back over here. All right. Actually, here, let's do something here. Let's go ahead and cut that. There. Delete. We'll do this one too. Just kind of arbitrary, because sometimes I'll do it longer and sometimes a little shorter. Move these up here like this. Okay. Page up. 256, 17. 256. 213. 256. 253. That 40, that's about 40 seconds, I think. And not that one. That one's the final deal. This one kind of doesn't have spaces to do a bunch of large cuttings. For $2.57. So this is about a little bit over a minute. All right, let's go ahead and do it here because I'm doing it in the rest of it. Oops. Here, let's two. K. All right. That's actually not. There's actually not much to that. Let's do this. That's okay. All right. Let's see what else. He brings back. All right. This one. red of red. Okay, that's whatever. Not really a lot I can do with this one. So, okay, let's not worry about that. Let's why is it is it moving it? It's moving it. It's not shrinking it. Aganya. Alright. Put it over here. Is okay. We're gonna cut this out. We're gonna cut it out. Alright. So this says two watching, so it's evidently somebody's still watching or having it on the background or something. Is more. Not that I'm complaining, so don't misunderstand. I'm not complaining at all. Wait. Actually, we'll leave that. Okay. When she performed. Okay. Those little. You probably can't even see them if you ever even looked in here, but there's this little. They almost look like their hairs or whatever on the flat bottom line of the audio waveform, and those are just like when I take a breath or something. Sometimes she casts a spell. Uh, that's what I thought. And then he changed. All right. Okay, delete. Okay. And then he changed. All right. Back and then. I got it. Quit moving it. There we go. Do I want to cut that out? I guess I can because it looks like an abrupt area. Let's go ahead and delete. Let's just go ahead and do that. And then let's go ahead and then I have to listen to this for continuity as well. Shoot, it looks like I'm almost going to get 20 done tonight, which is good. Getting closer at least. And all right. And So I gave a few seconds, not many, but a few. That's kind of okay because now we will see how much shorter that makes everything. Oh, yeah. So now it's like 640 something, 643, 644 and a half seconds. Kind of afraid of that, but that's okay. I mean, that's the way it is, right? All right. Let's go ahead and go to strip, update 20, and let's go ahead and whoop. Okay. And let's go ahead and go to the beginning and let's just sort of watch it and see. At least it's shorter to watch too, then that way. Kurt returns to the pack, to the village, whatever, just in time to participate in the discussion about joining Max's army in order to
That's a
have
lot
the
of
curse removed.
stuff.
Hermione eliminates Red and brings back the proof in the form of her riding hood to Violet, and then he mentions, mentions the talk of eliminating the curse. Kurt reluctantly agrees and heads back to the village. Plot point 2. Kurt manages to confront. I don't know if he steals or if he confronts it. He's more likely to steal. Kurt pretends to agree with.
I could have cut it
Pretends
even
to
more, but
finally decide to agree with Rottweiler, and when he's not looking, yeah, that'd be kind of gruesome. So I'm gonna have to use something like he knocks him over the head or something. Knocks him out with a spear handle. He then grabs the totem, totally totem of leadership, and returns to Violet. Let's see something here. I need to check something. Climax. Violet casts a spell on Kurt with the totem, with the totem. While holding the totem.
so 6th and
While
7th,
holding
right?
the totem of leadership. Violet then hands the totem back and doesn't tell him that the totem bounds him and his wolves to her. Resolution. Kurt comes back and claims leadership along with the. Okay, Kurt comes back and claims leadership. It doesn't even seem that choppy. I mean, it is kind of, you can kind of tell it that they're going to remain this way in enhanced form. I guess he can just come back and claim leadership. That's good. Actually, I like that. That's good. I don't know. There might be too many words here in the midpoint, but it's still the one thing. He brings back the hood of Red, and then he asks her if she can up his powers, and she agrees, and then says he must bring back the totem of leadership. Kurt doesn't really want to do that because it's a symbol of their leadership, and it shouldn't be out of their hands or their eyes for any second. But he does it because his want for power is more than any qualms he had about turning over the totem. But to his surprise, she doesn't actually keep the totem. She gives it back to him. a little realizing what he did was he gave her control when she performed the spell. She casts a spell, and then he changes, and then hands it back, and then he comes back, and he becomes leader of the werewolf pack. They all decide to go ahead and join Max's army anyway. Okay, so what I got done today is mostly I was talking with ChatGPT about how many screens are in a typical adventure game and a text adventure, and that averaging about 120 in a graphic adventure, maybe a little bit less for text adventures. And then I was talking about rebalancing.
I guess I can do a lot of talking,
structure, since there wasn't that many things in Act 3. It was only like 30 lines, which is about 60 double spaced, whereas there were at least 100 double spaced in Act 1. And there was almost 300 double spaced in, no, almost 200 double spaced. Wait a second. 100 to 300 is 200. So 200, so Act 3 and 2 are about where they're supposed to be, and Act 3 was less. It was 60. After looking at Red and Kurt's stories, I decided to put them starting in Act 3, and this kind of elevated Act 3's length to be about right. Now, there isn't a lot of interplay. All of this up here is just about Kurt and, let me see, it's just about Kurt and Red. So that's kind of an important thing. I didn't necessarily get all their backstories in there, but I did get their main stories in there. And so I still have to work on, while I don't necessarily need to add more to pad on to Act 3, I'm going to add some more battle things to Act 3. And then I'm going to try to see if I can shift some stuff around to put some of this other stuff back in Act 1 and 2. And then we can see where we go from there, and then I can streamline and stuff. So I did get a few things done. Here's what I added specifically to Act 3. Max finds out that John and Roland and most of the slaves were rescued by Hubert, which is what was already there. Max pulls Scarlet Red Clover out of hiding and asks her to go and conscript the werewolves into his service. Red tells the werewolves, led by Rottweiler, that they might be rid of their curse, so they join Max's army. Kurt, Rottweiler's second in command, goes to meet with Violet after remembering their rivalry. She agrees to help him with the leader of the pack if Kurt eliminates Red. The werewolves tell Red they want proof and goes and gets Max, who probably gets rid of the curse for a few of them. The werewolves, led by Rottweiler, throw Red into a hut and discuss. Kurt comes back to discuss the possibility of joining Max's army after he agrees. After they bring Red out, she goes back to Max with a positive answer as Kurt and several others audibly dissent. On our way back to the werewolf village, Kurt jumps out of the bushes and then tumbles back into the forest. Kurt then takes Red's riding hood back to Violet. Kurt then reveals Red was promising to remove their curses, and they didn't want that. He asks Violet to enhance it. Violet agrees if he steals the totem of leadership and brings it to her because she claims it will bind the pack to him. When he gets back, he goes into Rottweiler's hut and starts to grab the totem. Thorin, Rottweiler's third in command, stops Kurt from getting the totem. After a fight, Kurt takes the totem back to Violet, and she casts a spell which visibly alters Kurt and his pack. Kurt returns to the village and takes his place as the leader. And of course, they're going to decide to go ahead and join Max's army anyways, but they're not going to have the curse removed from them, basically. So that's pretty much all I did today. I did get some things done, made some progress. It's slow progress, but it's still progress. All right. I'm almost done here with this particular. So let me look at something here. These are okay. So this is the 6, right? 6. This is also the 6. That's also the 6, and that's also the 6th. And this should be the 7th. And that's the 7th. Okay, that makes sense. So now what I'm going to do is, let's take the overlay text, and we're going to put it up here somewhere. Actually, I'm just going to, okay, leave it there. And I guess what I'll do is, let's go ahead and do the text first, which is to say, it's up here. We are going to give it the date, February 6th, 2025. process when crafting plot. Okay, that's cool. And now I'm gonna go ahead and Control C that, and then we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna go right here. We're gonna go Control V, and I'm gonna say February 7th. Plot outline. Discussion with Chat GPT and no Chat GPT and the outline. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to go ahead and move this to snap, that to snap. We're going to do the same thing here. And I'll probably fade these in and out here. I think. All right, so let's just go ahead and fade in and out. And fade in and out. All right. Kurt returns to the pack, to the village. I don't necessarily want to fade in. Here, let's go ahead and disconnect strips, and then let's select the audio, and let's just go ahead and fade in. And this, okay. That is 37. That is a second, isn't it? All right, let's see if I can just fade out here. Fade out. Oops. It's gonna fade out the video. It's gonna fade out the video. Z. Okay. Disconnect strips. Fade out. Disconnect strips. Audio. Fade in. Disconnect strips. Fade out. Slow progress, but it's still progress. Could go ahead and join Max's army anyway. Okay, so what I got done today is okay, and so these are yeah. Kurt returns And I don't care that it's abrupt as far as the I don't care that it's abrupt as far as the video is concerned. So I'm gonna call this good. I'm gonna consider it good. Let's take these. That way I can take the rest of these and I can actually, let's drop them down. Like that. And let's actually take this, that. Kurt returns. Okay. That seems good to me. And I can go all the way to the end here. Oh. No, in the beginning. Alright, so let's just do this. Let's do reach down. Copy this. Let's go in here. Let's make the end actually that. What that? Actually, let's go back one. Go C. Go V. Enter. And Bob's your uncle. All right, I got 20 done, and I think I'm actually gonna, like I was saying before, I'm gonna get a kind of a, a good bedtime here. I'm actually a little bit out. I should have been completely off the computer and everything, but I think this is good. Actually, let's do one more thing. Even though it's going to take up a little bit of extra time. Let's open recent. Let's open template again. Since this is done, and all we have to do is we'll render it. And let's go ahead and let's see, 21, right? 21 is what we're looking for. That's videos, that's not what we want. This one. Okay. 21. Rename, Control C. We don't need to rename that though. Under projects, create new folder, OV, call this update. In fact, I'll go ahead and copy this. We'll see that 10th and 11th update. File, save as. (2025, 21, 10th, 11th). Save as. Okay, go to source video. Let's go to 21. Where is 21? 22, 21. Okay, I don't know how big this is. This isn't big at all. And then, oh, this is definitely not big at all either. Well, shoot. How big is it? That's only 4 minutes. And guess what? This has no audio. So I don't even know what I did that day. It's because the stupid audio was off. Okay, so today, mostly what I got done is I got Max's subplot with regards to Red, him wanting to find a way of getting rid of Violet because he likes Red more, and then um, and so I came up with this subplot. Here's the outline. It's just an outline, just enough to add a few things here. The exciting incident is Max brings Red out of hiding. The first plot point is Red goes and recruits a werewolf to join his army. So that even though that's already done, it's kind of in the subplot outline here. The midpoint happens when Red doesn't come back after a while, and Max starts getting suspicious and asks a trusted servant to find out what's happened to Red. The servant comes back and says she's been disposed of by Kurt. Sad and a little angry, he asks Violet to accompany him to the werewolf village to see if they can figure out what happened to Red. Violet doesn't resist as she figures she'll think of something by the time they get there. So after talking to both of them, he decides to dispose of her with some fireball spell, and Kurt jumps in the way and is killed. So remember, Kurt is bound to Violet through the totem of leadership, and so he dies. Okay, Max grabs the totem of leadership and tells the werewolf the first one that gets Violet gets to keep the totem and become the new leader. Thorn runs after Violet into the forest and then returns to say she's finished. Max then says that he will only give back the totem if they join his army. Thorn readily agrees, and Max gives him the staff. And that's pretty much all I did today. I know it doesn't look like much, but it's progress, and it took me, 3.5 hours. You know what? I could almost. I'm just. I mean, technically, it's done, right? So, I mean, that is what it is. I can do a few things though to kind of make it a little bit easier. I wasn't going to do this because since this is so short and it's almost just I could almost just upload it as is, nothing there, right? I'm going to go ahead and see something here. We want seconds, 6. Okay. So here, okay. So what I'm going to do is do I fade out? I fade this out, right? Let's put this over here somewhere. Here, disconnect. Oh, what I can do here is I can do a fade out, right? Fade out. Okay. Okay. This is actually 21. Shoot, 21 is going to be done fast. And then this. Let's put this at 5 here. Let's turn this on. Let's take this. Actually, let's go ahead and K for cutting that. Just kind of down, but I'm going to cut it. Okay, so this is going to go to 5. I'm going to move this. Oh. Move these back here. Okay, this fades out, which means this fades in technically. But we're going to do the audio, and we're going to go ahead and fade in the audio like so. so today, mostly what I got done is I got Max's subplot. Okay. This is before I do the... Wait a second. 2 minutes. 2 minutes? What? Oh, it's... Interesting. I thought there was at least 4 minutes here. Where did I get 2 minutes from? Alright, fine. It's not even 3 minutes total. Oh. Yeah. Okay, 2:40:59 to 2:39 to 30. Wait. Oh, do that to me. 2:39:59. That. So let's do both of these and let's just fade them out. We can fade them out, I believe. Yeah, dang, it's not even... That kind of sucks. This is a super short one. Okay. That looked that. That's good. Let's go ahead and fade out on this one too. Fade out. Oh. All right. I mean, that's what I got to work with. That's what I got to work with. So, page up. We're just going to... Well, this is a short one. The feature ones might be super short, and I'm gonna have to do something about that. But that's kind of okay, I guess, because we got it done. So I'm gonna try to do this again here without going into it. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing. Create new folder. That was 21, so let's go to 22. Can I copy it from here? Yeah, I can copy it from here. Copy that. Go over here. Wait a second. Blender, something's wrong. Where did the save at? Blender projects 21. Class 21. Blender. Blender projects. 21. Okay. Create new folder. B. Update. That. That's 22. 22. Okay. File. Open recent. Open template. File. Save as. 22. V. Save as. First video. 22. That's super short as well. Super duper short. Oh man. Huh. This is interesting. I should actually be going to bed here in a second, but there's no audio here. I don't even know what I did that day. There's some way I can tell here. I'm not sure what to do about this. View proxy. Let's see if I can switch to 100. I'll have to see if I can myself read what I was doing and then provide a voiceover, a short voiceover. I have to make sure when I record that I have audio. This also means that sometime tomorrow I can actually be updated to these things because there isn't much here on some of these. All right. Too dark. So this should just explain the vacation princesses, I guess. All right. I'm going to go ahead and save it. I'm going to go ahead and close this. I'm going to close out because I got to get ready for bed anyways. And I'll work on 22 tomorrow. With the really short ones, I should be able to find a way of actually getting, like, I should be able to find a way of, like, putting memes and all kinds of stuff in here on the real short ones. Maybe. I don't know. There's not really like a lot of B-roll that I could do. But I don't know. Maybe I could. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I gotta. Okay, so in the future here, I guess starting Monday, I'm gonna have a to-do list. So I'm gonna have a to uh I'm gonna have a what I intend to get done that day, and then I'm also gonna have a what I did get done that day. And then I'm gonna have about a minute. So there's gonna be 5 days. It's gonna be 5 minutes, but then I'm gonna have this extra thing that I do depending on how long it takes to say what to do, right? An intro to the to do, and then the kind of the outro, and yeah. So well, I'll do that. I'll either do an overlay or I'll do a that makes actually what kind of makes sense too is that I could also start working on an edit even before editing. I never thought about that. Okay, so now I'm doing it. I'm doing these 5 days, right? So what I could do is at the beginning of the week I can open a new template, make sure I have the directory and stuff there, do my stream, and then whatever recording I'm going to do for that segment, and then I could set up the days of the week as cards, so I could have a new template that has the days of the week as cards, and then I could simply add the clips for the day. I could do that, and that's a good way. Okay, I'll do that. Anyways, so yeah, I guess thanks for watching or listening. If you're, thanks Matt and whoever else is actually sitting in there listening, or whatever was going on. I want to thank you guys for that. Um, so yeah, I guess I'll rejoin you Monday where I'm gonna start on. Shoot, I might be caught up on next week too. That's a pretty cool too, as far as the updates go. So then on and then also when I'm setting up the edit, um, like I won't be really like pre-editing, but all I will be doing is I'll be laying in my clips, and then when next Saturday rolls around, I'll be able to just kind of work on, and I'll be able to finish that update, and it will have everything that I did over the week. That sounds really cool. Sounds like a good deal. So yeah. So thanks, and I guess I'll see you later. On Guess I'll see you Monday. Thank you for watching.